Alright guys, this is the second time I actually had to record it because apparently the first one didn't record any sound. Alright, so for this time, for the class review, I actually already done this, as I said. So this time we're doing Chaos Slayer Thief, so this came out, I believe, I think last week, and I think I did it last week. Yeah, I did it last week, but I didn't actually got to put in a video just yet, and then when I was going to do it today, which is actually, I think it's June 23rd, I think. I'll have to check whenever I get the chance. I don't really check on the days that I actually record, so I think it's June 23rd, and we're doing Chaos Slayer Thief. So to get it, you need to have your Chaos to rank 10, and oh, they changed this again. So to get it, you go to Shops, and you go to Chaos Slayer Class, and you pick which one you want as long as you have Chaos Slayer rank 10. I have the AC version of the Thief because I thought the Thief looked the best. All of them are the same, so Berserker is the same as Thief, Thief is the same as Cleric, and Cleric is the same as Mystic, and then they all are the same skills. The difference is that if you like the look of the Cleric more, I guess, you can go after the Cleric. If you like the look of the Mystic more, you can get the Mystic. If you like the Berserker one more, you can get the Berserker. So I'll meet you guys at the museum, and then we will go to Dewakal to beat up Mithril Man, so I'll be right back. Alright, so we are back to the museum. For enhancements, there is a lot you can actually use, but for normal enhancements, I suggest going all lucky, because that's, I think, the path they're trying to make for chaos classes. But I would have to either suggest health vamp, because even though this class does have a heal, actually, it's very unpredictable. So I'd say health vamp, mana vamp, because this class can really be drained of mana pretty darn quick. Or I think Oblast would be pretty good, but I would definitely suggest Spiral Carve if you want more damage and an extra crit rate. To use the criticals you get from this class to even superior your thing. I think I have Spiral Carver health vamp, so let me just check. Actually, I'll just check through here. Maybe it'll tell me something that I don't know. No, it's not going to tell me the enhancement, but it is telling me Lucky +4, so I do know that it's something +4, I guess. I don't know. Yes, I do have the Grim Blighted Destiny. I'm using it for kind of an unstable kind of damage range, and because it does extra damage against all monsters, and I think 6% extra against chaos monsters, so it should be pretty nice to have, I guess. So we're going to Dewakal, and this class is an AoE slash what's it called? An AoE slash single target, because you can use it for single target damage, or you can use it for, I guess, generally anything. I'll get through the passives and what I think the secondary effects are from this one and this one. So okay, so the first skill basically lets you be corrupted, which is like a Enchanted Blade from the Royal Battlemage, which makes all AoE attacks single target. But this one increases your crit and hit chance by 10%, and focusing all attacks on a single target. That's basically what it does, and it deals moderate damage. Enigma adds 1 to 4 effects. I think it says 0 to 4, but it can randomly apply up to 1 to 3. I don't like the last one, but I'll tell you guys that one later. And it can hit up to 6 targets. It does actually no damage, by the way. It apparently has no damage. Deals no damage. Deals no damage. Randomly applies up to 4 effects. Hits can hit up to 6 targets if you don't have the corruption. If you do, it's only a single target. And I just want to check something though. How long does it last for this? Doesn't really say, but it does have a 5-second cooldown, so I think the cooldowns are really easy for this one. Surge, basically, either you get to heal. I think you get a really good heal over time. I think. Yeah, heal over time, or it definitely increases your. What was it? Oh yeah, I think it reduces all damage for, like, I think 50%. I think that's what it said on the design notes in the wiki, so I'm not too sure, but I'll have to double check that. But it does reduce it for 8 seconds, and it heals you for 6, so it's actually pretty good. And Pandemonium is basically like it upgrades Enigma's effects, so whatever you get from Enigma, this will give you an extra effect. And for rank 4 passives, we got Amity, which endurance is increased by 25%, and we got Ultimate Power. I'll have to put in the description what Ultimate Power will do, because depending on which which part of the war wins, if it's either what is it? If Alliance wins, I think it says your critical damage is 15% more. Yeah, that's if Alliance wins. If Chaos wins, your damage goes up by 10%. I think that's it, and I think Corruption keeps on winning. So I think everybody just wants that extra damage. Because if you're thinking more MMO-like than any other game, if you increase your normal damage, that also technically increases your critical damage because your damage goes higher. And if your damage is technically higher than your critical damage, other than unstable damage, because that's unstable, but if you have stable damage, if your critical is lower than your normal attack, then something's wrong with the game. So that's why if you increase your normal damage, you're also increasing your critical damage overall. So either way, you're doing something really good. So let's just start attacking. Let's see if we got the heal over time. Oh no, we got barrier, so that decreases all damage. This is actually a pretty good farming class according to the design notes that a person did, Mehmet, I think, said that it's actually really perfect for farming. I am not going to say anything bad. I'm going to say that depending on how you're farming though. So I'm going to be right back with my tablet so I can read the effects of Enigma and then the upgraded version under Pandemonium. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I am back with my tablet beside me. I'm going to be using some skills while we are doing it. The first one is called Anguished. Now I think I just saw Spiral Carve, so I guess we do have Spiral Carve. Okay, so basically, Anguished increases your target's vulnerability, making them take 50% more damage, which means they take 50% more damage for 10 seconds. That's basically what it says at the end, was for 10 seconds. Delusion blinds your targets and lowers their hit chance for 10 seconds. Remember, if you have Corruption, it actually affects only one person, or one enemy. So it's really good if you just want to take down one enemy. Let's see if I get that heal over time. Yeah, we got that good heal over time. Whoops. I think the heal increases every time you get Chaos Blight. Let's see. We got 271 last time. Oh no, I guess the heal ran out. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Yeah, the heal goes on every time you use Chaos Blight. So every time Chaos Blight activates, which actually comes from here, it increases your damage and your heals and all that a little bit by little bit each time. So it's actually pretty good. I think we went to Delusion. Impasse traps your targets, and greatly reduces their chance to dodge. So that's actually pretty good. And the last one is Courageous. Courageous buffs your target's defenses, making them take 50% less damage. So that's like the one effect you don't want to get, and I think it's like Oracle's kind of chance with that, because didn't Oracle have something like that? But it was like you take more you get like decreased endurance or something like that. Like it was your skills cost more or something like that. It was like really bad. I think it's like the same thing for that. So when you're corrupted, yeah. So the design notes say that when you're corrupted, Enigma becomes a single target ability. Yeah, I already said that. So if the Alliance win, yeah. So this is for the ultimate power. If Chaos wins, you get a 10% attack buff, and if the Alliance wins, you get a 15% crit damage buff. So yeah, but ultimately, I think the attack buff would be better because it also supposedly it's supposed to also increase your crit damage. So it's like your crit and your attack should both go up though. So it's like, what's the point of doing anything about that if you can just do that? I don't know, it's just me. And then Pandemonium has a high damage, as I said before, and it also increases all the skills for that. So if your target is Anguish, it will apply a trophy, which will cut your opponent's target's damage by 50%. I think I said defense last time, but it's damage. So basically, if you have Anguished, you can apply a trophy, which I think if Anguished is gone, a trophy will also be gone. So I think it does both of them. So your target will lose 50% of defense and 50% attack. That's actually pretty good. And then Delusion, it will apply Ataxia, which will sharply cut their chances of critically striking for 4 seconds, so it's like the same amount of seconds, I guess. And Impasse, it will apply Numbing, which will significantly drop their haste for 10 seconds. Now I think this was all the same. I think Ataxia was like 40% and Numbing was also 40%, so it's like the same as the other skill, but it wasn't like too much. But still, it's still pretty cool to have. And if your target is Courageous, it will apply Paragon, which will increase their outgoing damage by 500%. So basically, if you get Courageous, you don't want to activate the I want to try and get that because it did say though that it's a low chance of getting, but I want to like see like how much it actually does. I'm not really getting it, but it would be pretty funny to like run into it randomly when you're trying to fight a boss legitimately, like you're trying to fight like Draketh or something like that, and Draketh's like really powerful and already, and it's like, okay, I'm using my brand new class, the Chaos Slayer, and now I'm gonna try it. The first skill you get is Courageous, you don't even see it, and then you use Pandemonium, it becomes Paragon, and everybody gets one hit, and they go, what the heck just happened? And it's like, whoops. Oh, we got a heal. Alright, we got that heal. So I don't really know how to use this class, I'm just clicking. Oh, did we get Courageous? Did we get Courageous? We did! Okay, come on, come on. Deal high damage, come on. Oh, come on, please, 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 please. 903! Oh my god, that's so awesome. Alright, so we did get to see Paragon in action. Oh, that was so awesome. Oh, that was so awesome. I wanted to at least see it. I didn't actually want to die by it, but that 900. Oh my god, that 900 was actually pretty good. That 900, man, that was a really good 900. So again, you're still going to be able to get it, but apparently according to design notes, it's supposed to be less than what you're supposed to get. So it's less chance than all the others. So it's like, let me see if I can find the Oracle one. So let me just look on the wiki and just click on the Oracle, I guess. How much of a chance was the Oracle, though? I think it was like a 5% chance or something like that. Oh, that's so awesome. We finally got to see it. But we did it through Dwalkel Man, or Mithril Man, not Dwalkel Man. I almost called it Dwalkel Man, man. That would have been dumb. But again, that's like, oh, I don't know. It's just, is it under that? No, I don't think so. I think it's under individual classes. Yeah, there it is, Oracle. I was looking at the special offer, thinking it might be like a special offer class. Because it technically was supposed to be that, but apparently it's not, so it's fine. Class breakdown, design notes post. That's what I want to look at. And I want to know, like, what was the one that was, like, really... What the heck? Okay, tablet, you can do that, I guess. What was it? Unfriended, that's what it's called. And it increases mana costs by 10% and reduces endurance by 10% for 10 seconds. Oh my god, that's actually pretty bad, and you don't want that. That's actually pretty bad. I don't want to deal with that. Like, are you kidding me? I'm using it the wrong way. I keep on using Pandemonium because it's supposed to deal high damage. But then I'm thinking, I need Enigma for it to even do anything. Yeah, so... I did, I think, a better job at this the first time than I did the second time, because I'm actually just going way off topic on this one. I'm looking at Oracle. I find that this class is mixed between Royal Battlemage and the Oracle class combined, because the only problem I find with Royal Battlemage was that it didn't have a heal. It had everything else perfect. It did high damage, it had some good stat changing, and it had a farming aspect to it, and it had a solo aspect to it. So it was really good. All I needed was a heal, and Health Amp kind of gave it that, but I don't like to use Health Amp that often, unless like, because I find that with Alpha Dumega mixed in with a sword that at least has Health Amp, you don't have to worry about using your heal too often. You just need to worry about that double strike and then have like something else dealing damage. The Bunker Buster, I guess. But it's still really nice to have that to use the heal in case. Field Medic, that's what it's called. Using that in case you are just about half. So use Field Medic, then you'll get like Health Amp a little bit, and then you'll get a little bit more health. But I don't like using Health Amp that often. In this class, I'd have to say, you don't technically need it all that often, because Spiral Carve will definitely help this class a lot more than Health Amp, because this actually has a really good heal over time, because it does 300 for, I guess, a couple times, and if you heal it a little bit over time, you deal about 375 to yourself, so that's actually not that bad. But that's just me, and again, I just think that, you know, if they did, I know they're rechanging most of the classes because a lot of people are reporting bugs for them. And I find though that the bug for Glacial Warlord, apparently there was a bug with Glacial Warlord. I don't remember there being a bug for it though. But apparently there was a bug though that made sure that Frozen Heart would always activate. And I didn't find that to be too game changing though. I find that was a pretty good bug though. If that was supposed to be the bug, I don't remember, but I remember that's what made the class really good for me, because I was able to deal high damage. And I think we might die to Mithril Man. What the heck just happened? Did I get courageous and I wasn't even paying attention? I think I got courageous and I wasn't paying attention, because I was looking at the wiki, I guess. I guess I got courageous and I clicked Pandemonium. Oh well, so I guess that is it for today, guys. I did Mind Breaker, so I am grinding for Legion tokens, by the way. So that's why you're probably going to see like Bone Dust in my inventory, and what's the other thing? Undead Essence, and what's the other things you're going to see? Two-handed Axe, and Fire Staff, and Ice Orb, and Skeleton Hand, and what are the others you're going to probably see in my inventory? Not this. This is from the Doom Wheel. What else? There's something else I might find. I don't remember. But you're only going to see that until I'm done, which hopefully I'll have like 10,000 Legion tokens, or at least 5,000, and we're done. I'm saving my ACs until they come out with another Paragon pet. I'm hoping next year, or at least like a couple months, but they did do one for Christmas, like around the Christmas Eve kind of way, so I might be saving until then, so that's what I'm saving the 5,000 for, because this is actually a very slow and kind of fast way-ish, but the Paragon pets are apparently the easiest way to get it, so that's why I'm going to get it. So that is it for today, guys. We'll do some more videos, I guess. I don't know, so yeah, goodbye guys, see you guys tomorrow, maybe, I don't know, goodbye guys.